Hello and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing my fizik R5b SPD SL road shoes. Now then, I've had these shoes since the beginning of the year, and in that time I've done well over 2,000 miles in them. I've ridden them in hot weather, in plus 40 odd degrees. I've ridden them in maybe -1. But yeah, I've really put these shoes through their paces in that time. Now then, the vital statistics on the recommended retail price on these shoes is $157.99. But if you shop around, you can get them for around 120. The weight is 260 grams each for a size 43, which I think is a 7 or an 8. Mine are of size 47. And I've got very wide feet as well. They're like hobbit feet, but you know, big. They use the BOA P1 closure system, and they are made of what fizik call microtex, and the sole is a carbon fiberglass composite plastic material, not pure carbon fiber. So I'm going to do this review in the way that I do all my reviews. I'm going to do positives, negatives, and then my final thoughts. The things I like about these shoes, I went for the charcoal grey, as you've seen, and I went for the charcoal grey because I can only afford one pair of cycling shoes at the moment, and I wanted something that could get mucky, could get dusty. I could use in winter, I could use in summer, and it wouldn't matter. My personal feelings about cycle shoes is white for summer, black for winter, but if you can only afford one pair, make it black. Coloured shoes are alright, but they better match your bike, or something. And then if you wear a different kit, they can look weird, and I don't know. I think way too hard about these things. But I went for the charcoal grey, and I really like that they're grey and not black. And I like that they are a nice looking shoe and a nicely proportioned shoe. They don't look like some bizarre TT space shoe disco slipper thing. I'm not a fan of the super shiny like disco slipper look that many companies go for. It's just, I think it looks a bit tacky and it's not really me. Whereas I really like the aesthetic of these shoes, and I like the old school thing of the old school leather shoes, and the kind of with the perforated exterior and stuff, the classic and modern at the same time, which I kind of like. Now then, the ventilation in these shoes is very good. There's no ventilation in the sole, although I've never felt like I needed it, and I ride in 40 odd degrees here in Spain, so I can only say good things about the ventilation. I've never had sweaty feet, I've never felt like I had hot feet, just absolutely superb. And the only negative thing I can say about BOA closures is the fact that they're not fitted to all shoes. Why aren't BOA closures on every pair of shoes, just like normal shoes? I would happily wear trainers with BOA closures. Like, how cool would Converse All-Stars be with BOA closures? They're absolutely cracking, and they're easy to adjust. They're easy to remove. I don't know if you've never used shoes with BOA closures before. You turn the dial to tighten. You turn the dial to tighten, and then to release, you simply pull. Velcro's okay, but for climbing, I like a really nice supportive shoe, and these feel incredibly supportive. The foot support in these is superb. The back of the ankle support here, it has a padded cup in, and it's quite a deep padded cup, which I like. The last thing that I want in this world is that when I'm pedaling, my foot feels like it's coming out, and I've never had that. The closure comes up quite far onto the shoe, as most good cycling shoes. As far as stiffness goes, they're pretty stiff. They're not carbon stiff, but I mean I can bend them, but they're good. If you're upgrading from mountain bike shoes, they are 10 times better, 10 times stiffer. And the sizing in these shoes is absolutely spot on. I'm a size 12 with very wide feet, and they fit me perfectly. Now then, things that I don't like. This is going to be quite a short list of things that I don't like. These shoes have toe protection in them, just a little bit, and it's not like a super hard cup, it's more just reinforcing. And it runs around here, and it runs back to about here. And I have had, on massively long rides, the reinforcement rub on my big toenail. Now, I don't bruise, and I don't really get black toenails, and I don't ride with my toes up. Having said that, the rides were in very hot weather, and as you know, in very hot weather your feet do swell up. The third thing that I'm not a huge fan of with these shoes is that when I first fit these cleats on these shoes, I maladjusted them on the first ride, and this happened. The crank arm brushed the shoe and they got absolutely obliterated just there. Like, scratched to heck. My fault for badly adjusted cleats, but it does show that the abrasion resistance on, maybe not on the front of the shoe, but here, is not great. But still, that just shows how soft this Microtech stuff is. Other than that, it's been incredibly hard wearing, I have to say. But still, that's like... Then again, I know people with S-Works shoes that have damaged the front of their S-Works shoes. I just wish they were slightly harder wearing in that area. So, my final thoughts. Even though I've criticised the scuffing of the Microtechs on the heel, these are very good quality cycling shoes. And they are good cycling shoes. The sole is reasonably stiff enough for most people. Unless you're racing, you're not going to need a carbon sole. The Breathable, they look good. I love the boa closure. And the insoles are very good quality, and they've got lots of heel support, lots of arch support. They're an all-round nice shoe, and they fit my incredibly wide feet. Now then, the price is the last thing I want to talk about. If you look on most websites, these shoes will be around 120 quid. Which, for the price, they're really good cycling shoes. And if you buy these cycling shoes, you probably won't find one thing. They are very good. However, Planet X Pro Carbon cycling shoes are 100 quid. And these are 120 on most websites. Their recommended retail price is nearly 160 quid. And when Planet X Pro Carbon shoes are 100 quid, that's stiff competition, literally. They are shiny finished, unlike these. I think these are better looking shoes. But the Planet X Pro Carbon shoes have a boa closure and a carbon sole. And if I was buying cycling shoes again, I'd go for the Planet X Pro Carbons, to be honest with you. I've met a bunch of guys that wear them and all love them. And they're super stiff, good looking, carbon sole, like, you can't really go wrong. Now then, that being said, these are very, very good shoes. And I'm not sad in any way that I bought these. I'm very glad that I bought these. They're very good shoes. If you like fizik stuff, if you want a more classic looking cycle shoe, then these are cracking. Next time I buy cycling shoes, I'll buy the Plan X Pro Carbons and I'll do a full review on those, but I'm not going to buy new cycling shoes until these die, and judging from the high quality and fit of these cycling shoes, they aren't going to die very soon. In fact, they'll probably last me more than a couple of years, which is all you can ask for from a good pair of shoes. You know, they're comfortable, they're good quality, and they're stiff enough, unless you're racing. Alright guys, I hope you've liked this video. I hope it's been informational and somewhat entertaining. Please, if you like this, if you've found it helpful, click the like button down there and let me know about your experiences. Do you own these cycling shoes? Do you enjoy these cycling shoes? Have you had problems with these cycling shoes? Let me know down in the comments below. If you want to subscribe to this channel, you'll get 3 videos a week in your subscription box for free and for nothing. How good's that? Free telly. We do riding videos, I do reviews, I do how-tos and stuff like that. If that isn't enough, if you can't wait for the next episode, there'll be 2 videos at the end of this that you can choose from, or you can go into my channel and look through the playlists. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. Please stay safe out there, stay seen, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.